Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Darth Vader. Finally, we have a 6-inch Darth Vader figure, and it's definitely okay, but having purchased this figure, having received it finally, I have to say I am looking forward to the Mafex or SH Figure Arts or one of the import company Darth Vaders, just because this one does leave a bit to be desired. And for me, the biggest issue is that he has the Lord helmet thing going on. Obviously not that bad, but his helmet is oversized. For sure, it's too big. Not quite the right shape, I think, also, but it does look too big, and that's because, I think, they made it removable. That head is appropriately scaled. They made it so that you could take the helmet apart, which is cool. I like that feature, but if you know anything about action figures, you know 99 out of 100 times, if you have a removable helmet, either the head's going to be too small or the helmet's going to be too big. And unfortunately for us, the helmet is just 10 to 20% too big, I think. It throws off the look of the figure. That's really disappointing to me. And it doesn't sit on him that great. You can kind of see inside there. So, you know, there's definitely a little bit to be improved upon. That being said, it's still a pretty darn good figure, and you're getting a whole lot for the $20 price point. He's just about 6 and 5/8 inches tall, so pretty good size. Lots of nice sculpt work on the arms and legs, the torso. Everything looks pretty good like that. We have the soft goods coming down here on either side, and we have the soft goods coming around the back, so you can see that. Kind of like a medieval tunic that would go over a knight's armor, perhaps. So we have the cape skirt thing going on. It tucks into his floating crotch piece. I'm not really sure why they did that. I guess to kind of give him some more bulk. It doesn't look that great, but it is okay. So we have that, and while we have that up, we're going to go ahead and look at the leg articulation. We can bring the legs all the way forward, but his floating crotch piece comes with them. So that's going to be an issue if you're trying to make it look good. But you do get a good range of motion even side to side, forward and back. We have a cut joint for the thigh swivel, double jointed knees, perfectly good range of motion. Not the best looking knee, but they look good when they are posed like that. So that's okay. I wouldn't do it like that. And then the ankles all the way back. Can we get it to go any farther forward? You can bring it up a little bit forward, not the best. And we have the ankle rocker built in, so legs are good as far as waist articulation goes. The belt is a floating belt, so that'll spin with the upper body, and it has to because of this, and I guess that's probably why they made this, so that explains that. So you spin the upper body at this diaphragm joint. You can see the seam right here. So he leans forward from the torso about that far, so not very far at all. It can lean back though, so that's nice. Cloth goods are all the way connected through, so be careful when you're posing it. When you turn it, you do have to bring this with it, or it's going to have a problem. So that's it for the torso. Side to side, you do get a little bit. If you want to put them in like a dance move, you can do that. That's not a dance move, unless you're bad at dancing, but you can do that. Shoulder articulation, same problem we've had with the Stormtroopers. The shoulder pads get in the way big time, so you can't bring the arm up very far without it getting in the way. It is a standard shoulder hinge though, or ball hinge, so it is usable. It's just not great. No bicep swivel until we look at the elbow down here. That gives us our swivel. Is there a wrist swivel in the glove? No, just up here in the hand, so that's good. No redundant swivel. So that's just the open hand. The hand seems a little bit small to me. We have the hinge and the swivel. And on this side we have the lightsaber gripping hand, which isn't sculpted that well. He doesn't hold it all that well, but he does hold it, so that's okay. We're going to get rid of that. Mine came upside down, just like on Luke. So if you got yours and it looks like that, turn that around, and then turn the wrist back around, and you'll be okay. And then the head articulation is different than everyone else's, unless there's a ball peg. Ooh, there is. So it's similar to the others, but not quite the same. So there's a ball peg in there that the neck just sits on, and that's how everything moves around. So you get pretty good head articulation. It's not great, but it's all right. And the head sculpt is really well done. I love the way they did that. All of those little details in there, fantastic. It's just, to me, it would have been way better to have an alternate head one unmasked and one helmeted and one unhelmeted, rather than to have the removable helmet. And I understand fully why they did that, so I appreciate that. It's just that we ended up with a slightly oversized head, which looks okay, it's just not great. This piece here is a real metal chain, and then the overall cape, the big cape, is a really nicely done big cape. So that's awesome. Very good job, Hasbro, with the soft goods cape. Could connect a little bit better at the shoulders. It's a little clunky looking, but it's not bad at all. And it's going to make for a perfectly fine display piece. Don't expect it to be more than it is. For a $20 figure, they did a really good job on this. Don't expect it to be fantastic. You know, it's still just a 6-inch figure. You can only do so much with soft goods on a 6-inch figure. So I do recommend it though. We have the lightsaber. Now here's something that did bother me a little bit. His red for his lightsaber is kind of dull. It's not nearly as translucent as it could have been, and it's a little orangey looking. And maybe it's supposed to be. Again, I don't know everything about Star Wars. I don't remember everything. But it stood out to me as not being as red as I would want it to be. You can take it out. There doesn't appear to be any way to connect this to his body anywhere. So that may be an issue if it's supposed to do that, you know, on his belt or his hip or something. It can't, at least as far as I know. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. But there it is, guys. There's the 6-inch Star Wars Black Series Darth Vader. Definitely worth the purchase. I definitely recommend it. Just don't expect it to be absolutely perfect, but it's still definitely a good figure. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.